This week's updates look a little bit different because I wanted a few moments to speak to you uninterrupted about some of the things that have been happening in our world over the past few days. A week ago today, we witnessed one of the most horrendous acts ever recorded on video. This act was perpetrated upon an innocent, unarmed black man by a police officer. This reality of police violence against people of color is one that has been part of our American story for decades and even longer, generations. And so you may be wondering, what does this have to do with us as a Valor Academy community? Well, at the beginning of this year, we started with a phrase, in Lakesh. In Lakesh is a poem that roughly translates to, you are my other me. If I love and respect you, I love and respect myself. If I do harm to you, I do harm to myself. The harm that has taken place in the black community is harm that has been enacted upon all of us. And so it falls upon all of us to act against it. Right now, the members of our community, of our Valor community, myself included, are hurting. My family is hurting. And so, what can we do to make sure that we are on the right side of this moment? Well, some are choosing to protest. That's one way. There's several other things you can do right from home that can help to make sure that you are fighting against the injustices that we are seeing. So, parents, students, teachers, here are just a few things that you can do right now to make sure that you are recognizing the moment that we're in. First and foremost, inform yourself. Take time to Google and research events like the Tulsa Massacre of 1921, like Bloody Sunday. Research people who have been impacted by this violence, like Emmett Till, Rodney King, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo, even up to the most recent events that sparked a lot of the protests around the country after the deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, after the deaths of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Tony McDade. The more you know about the history of these events will allow you to understand why the frustrations are built and will help you to be a more active and informed participant in conversations around these things. Which brings us to point number two. You must make sure that you take action. This is not the time to be silent. This is a point where your words matter. It matters how you speak about these things on social media. It matters how you speak to these things to your family members and to those who are uninformed. You can make donations, you can make signs, but whatever you do, you must do something. And third, you must show yourself some grace. This is going to be a difficult process. These are difficult topics to discuss, and they're going to take an emotional toll on all of us. And so, what you must do is take care of yourself because we cannot afford to look away from this. We cannot afford to waver in our efforts to make change. And so, I'm imploring you moving forward to take action, inform yourself, and also recognize that this is going to be a tough process. However, it's necessary because if we can correct justice for anyone, it creates justice for everyone. And as Lions, we know that as a family, we must protect our family members when they're hurting. And now is our chance.
Hola familia de Valor, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén todos muy bien. El video de hoy va a ser un poco diferente a todos los demás, porque vamos a hablar un poco de lo que ha estado pasando en las noticias por el resultado de la muerte de George Floyd. Han habido muchas protestas, iguales unas pacíficas y unas no tanto. ¿Qué tiene que ver esto con ser un león de valor? Nosotros aquí en Valor practicamos el en la cash, que es, tú eres mi otro yo. Si te hago daño a ti, me hago daño a mí mismo. Si te amo y respeto, me amo y respeto yo. El daño que se le hizo a nuestra comunidad afroamericana es un daño que se nos hizo a todos. Es nuestra responsabilidad hacer algo. Hay 3 cosas que quisiera que hiciéramos todos. La primera es informarse, investigar eventos como la masacre en Tulsa en 1921, el Domingo Sangriento y disturbios en Watts. También personas como Emmett Till, Rodney King, Amanda Diallo, Sean Bell, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Mike Brown, y igual las más recientes víctimas como Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd y Tony McDade. Estos solo son algunos de muchos más, y ese es el problema, que hay muchos más. La segunda es tomar acción. Este es el momento para no quedarnos callados. Nuestras voces son importantes para dejarles saber a otros que estamos aquí para apoyarlos por la justicia de todos. Mandar un texto de apoyo, subir un mensaje a nuestras redes sociales, enseñándole al mundo que como americanos nosotros vamos a pelear por la libertad de igualdad y justicia para todos. También hay sitios donde se puede donar para demostrar su apoyo. Y la tercera es gracia. Esto es mucho. Arriba de la pandemia que estamos pasando, es mucho que nuestro cuerpo pueda soportar. Y es por eso que pedimos que todos se cuiden. Una forma es de apagar la tele, dejar de ver las noticias, meditar, hablar con otros de cómo nos estamos sintiendo, para que podamos estar fuertes y cuidarnos para poder seguir peleando por la justicia de igualdad.